The story begins with Yonosuke Sakai sliding a book inside his jacket secretly. Outside, he grins while holding the purchase bag. Close up, the book shows a romantic childhood friend cover. He thinks rom-com events are fiction. He still admits he is addicted to these stories. He walks away, reading while leaving the store. Two girls suddenly appear in front of him. Shio Minamo, white hair, and Hiodoshi Akari, black hair, look surprised. Yonosuke panics and sweats. He turns away, thinking his disguise saved him. The girls call him out. They stand close on both sides of him. Shio mocks the hat and sunglasses. Akari asks why he is here. Yonosuke pretends they have the wrong person. The girls explain they came shopping. Yonosuke nervously asks why they are here too. They mention stopping by the bookstore. Each girl shows what she bought. Yonosuke blushes, feeling awkward. He says he bought nothing and tries to leave. The girls stop him and suggest walking home together. They stand very close to him while walking. Yonosuke hides something inside his jacket. The girls notice his strange behavior. They ask what he is hiding. He laughs nervously and says it is nothing. The girls whisper suspiciously to each other. They imagine he is hiding something embarrassing. Both girls lean closer with curious faces. They demand to see what is inside. The girls grab his arms at the same time. Yonosuke struggles in panic. The hidden item slips out of his jacket. The book falls to the ground. The girls look shocked. One girl picks up the fallen book. She recognizes it as the same rom-com series he reads secretly. Yonosuke shouts in embarrassment while they stare at him. Shio Minamo blushes and covers herself, calling Yonosuke a pervert. Hiodoshi Akari reads a romance manga and blushes. She smiles softly while holding the book close. She dreams about having a rom-com with Yonosuke Sakai. She promises herself she will make it happen. Morning. Akari arrives outside and looks for him. She learns Yonosuke already left. She runs quickly to catch up. Yonosuke walks ahead, yawning. Akari jumps behind him and covers his eyes. She laughs and clings to his arm. Yonosuke looks embarrassed and surprised. She keeps holding him playfully. Akari teases him closely and calls him cute. Yonosuke becomes flustered and walks faster. Akari looks sad when he acts distant. She sits alone in class, feeling down. Shio Minamo sits confidently and talks to Akari. Akari admits Yonosuke is acting cold today. Shio tells her to be confident and assertive. Akari nods, thinking seriously. Akari reads another romance chapter and gets an idea. She hears Yonosuke is cleaning the gym storeroom. She decides to go there. She waits quietly inside the room. The door locks and she realizes she is stuck. Night falls and she looks worried. She tries to use her phone, but it does not work. She sits alone and feels lonely. She eats dinner by herself at home earlier. She reads a small note left for her. She thinks the food does not taste good alone. She quietly wishes to see Yonosuke. The storeroom door suddenly opens. Yonosuke arrives, breathing heavily. He jokes nervously and talks to her. He tells her to come home because people are worried. He reminds her they are childhood friends. A memory shows young Yonosuke bringing food to her. He smiles kindly in the memory. Akari remembers his warmth. Akari smiles gently and looks emotional. They stumble and fall together suddenly. Their faces stop very close, both blushing. Yonosuke apologizes while hovering above her. Akari looks at him with shining eyes. She softly asks to stay like this a little longer. Yonosuke freezes in shock. Shio Minamo appears elsewhere checking her phone. She notices messages about their location. She looks slightly annoyed, but determined. Yonosuke Sakai falls over Hiodoshi Akari on the floor. Akari blushes and asks to stay like this a little longer. Yonosuke looks shocked and frozen. A soft, romantic mood fills the moment. Suddenly, Yonosuke covers her mouth in panic. He nervously tells her not to get carried away. Yonosuke checks his phone and reads messages. He says both mothers are worried about them. He tells Akari it is time to go home. He tries to act calm but looks embarrassed. Akari suddenly smiles brightly and says she is hungry. She talks cheerfully while standing close to him. Yonosuke watches her, surprised. She eats happily and claims she's not lonely. They sit together quietly. Yonosuke asks if she wants to talk. Akari says nothing important. She whispers that she wants to stay a little longer. Akari hugs her knees and looks shy. Yonosuke becomes nervous and confused. He thinks about leaving quickly. He tries to lighten the mood with jokes. Akari moves closer and softly asks if she can now. She gently places her hand on his hand. Yonosuke blushes heavily. She leans her head on his shoulder. Yonosuke panics inside but stays still. Akari quietly whispers close to him. She says she wants to stay by his side more. She holds his hand tightly. The romantic tension increases. Yonosuke wonders if this is a rom-com scene. Suddenly, a door opens with a loud sound. Both of them look toward the entrance. Shio Minamo appears at the door, breathing heavily. She looks shocked, seeing them together. Yonosuke shouts Akari's name in surprise. Shio's eyes fill with emotion. Shio quickly hugs Akari in relief. She scolds her for disappearing. Akari apologizes while smiling nervously. The tension becomes awkward, but warm. Akari explains she got locked in the gym storeroom. She laughs and says, "That is all that happened." Yonosuke watches silently, still embarrassed. Akari runs ahead after asking to go to the restroom. Yonosuke thinks she might have felt lonely. Shio and Yonosuke stand together quietly. Shio blushes and looks nervous. She asks Yonosuke a serious question. Shio looks down shyly while speaking. She finally asks if he is in love with her. Yonosuke Sakai looks up with a nervous smile. A girl stands in front of him, seen from below. The air feels awkward and tense. Close view of the girl speaking. She asks how he feels about Shio Minamo. The question is blunt and direct. Close-up of Yonosuke's eyes. He freezes in surprise. Sweat reveals his panic. She leans forward with quiet confidence. She says, "I love her." Hiodoshi Akari looks startled, hand near her chest. She silently watches Yonosuke. Yonosuke gestures loudly. He says, "Shio Minamo is like family." He insists he loves her deeply, but only as family. He scratches his head awkwardly. He claims nothing romantic can happen. Akari tries to interrupt from behind. Shio Minamo arrives, slightly flustered. She apologizes for the delay. Akari smiles faintly in the background. Close-up of Yonosuke's serious face. He reminds himself they are only childhood friends. That night, Yonosuke lies in bed, staring upward. He feels confused, thinking about Akari. He remembers a close moment with her. His expression tightens. He wonders if childhood friends can fall in love. His eyes widen. Maybe it was a confession. He rolls across the bed in panic. He cannot stop thinking. He sits up, insisting the moment meant nothing. Akari stands near the door, tense and quiet. A bead of sweat shows her nerves. Outside, Shio walks down the stairs calmly. Akari watches her leave in silence. The mood turns heavy. A sudden heartbeat fills the moment. Akari blushes and speaks softly. She tells them to get going, pretending calm. Yonosuke and Shio walk together. They talk awkwardly about the morning. Both blush as they walk side by side. Yonosuke tells himself not to overthink. He gathers courage and calls her name. He asks to talk about yesterday. Shio turns, cheeks red. Yonosuke notices how cute she looks. He wonders if it is the summer uniform. Close-up of Shio's blushing face. She suddenly remembers something. She apologizes and rushes away. Yonosuke stands confused, watching her go. He begins to overthink again. Maybe she is in love with him. He imagines them dating and panics. In his imagination, Shio gently holds his hand. She suggests doing things couples do. The mood feels soft and romantic. Yonosuke blushes, unsure. He says it feels the same as always. He wonders what something more means. Shio leans closer, blushing intensely. She whispers for him to be gentle. The moment feels overwhelming. Yonosuke turns bright red, stunned. Nearby, Akari watches, unimpressed. He laughs nervously, embarrassed. Shio suddenly turns angry. She accuses him of seeing her like a manga heroine. She swings her bag, hitting him. He reacts in shock. She loudly denies any romantic idea. The situation becomes chaotic and comedic. Later, Shio crosses her arms, blushing. She calls him an idiot. Yonosuke realizes she acts like a tsundere. He imagines a fantasy where both girls sit close to him. He thinks rom-coms between childhood friends might be real. Reality returns, tense and quiet. Water drips slowly from a faucet. Akari clenches her fists, blushing. She wonders if she even has a chance. Shio enters and greets her. Akari hides her feelings quickly. Akari teases Shio about losing sleep over Yonosuke. Shio grows flustered. Akari leans forward, excitedly asking what happened. Elsewhere, Yonosuke fixes his hair confidently. He wonders if Shio might date him. Seeing the girls talking, he panics. He runs toward them, shouting for them to stop fighting. Akari loudly denies liking him. She insists they are only childhood friends. Shio smiles and changes the topic. A phone message reveals someone teased Yonosuke about rom-coms. Bold words declare childhood friend romance impossible. Akari calls out as Yonosuke laughs nervously. He suddenly runs off, claiming he understands everything.